All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to this executive explainer on PayQuanta. Today, we're unpacking a highly strategic, fully white-labeled partnership opportunity, and we've tailored this specifically for payment solution providers and regional banks operating right in Malaysia. We're going to look at exactly how upgrading your core infrastructure is going to unlock some truly incredible, scalable growth for your business.
Here's a quick look at our agenda for today's explainer. We'll start with the strategic partnership in Malaysia, move into the AI native merchant onboarding wizard, cover smart payment routing operations, tackle real-time risk and compliance, look at white label API integration, and wrap up with driving shared revenue growth.
Starting things off with Section 1, Strategic Partnership in Malaysia.
I want you to think about this number for a second. $180 billion. That is the projected size of the global payment service provider market by 2030. It is growing at a 12% compound annual growth rate, driven entirely by this massive, unstoppable expansion in digital commerce. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, for our Malaysian partners, there is an immense, underserved market sitting right at the intersection of payments, compliance, and AI. It's a massive strategic opportunity to capture serious market share. But, and it's a big but, you absolutely must have the right infrastructure to scale. You cannot get bogged down by manual processes anymore.
So let's talk about fixing those processes in Section 2, the AI native merchant onboarding wizard.
Look, the bottom line is how quickly we can capture that market share together, right? You literally can't process volume if you can't get your merchants live. In the legacy model, average merchant onboarding is dragging on for 30 to 60 days. You've got underwriters endlessly chasing documents over email across these fragmented silo tools. And the result? A staggering 72% merchant drop-off during the KYB phase. You're losing them before they even start. PayQuanta completely replaces that disconnected patchwork with a seamless AI-native system that slashes onboarding time from weeks down to mere days. It's a total game changer.
We strip away all that friction using a super intuitive 5-step self-service wizard. It guides the merchant effortlessly from their very first click all the way to submission. But honestly, the real magic is happening under the hood. PayQuanta actually utilizes 12 distinct AI agents acting right at the decision layer. The second an application is submitted, these agents score it, validate the documents instantly, and even provide an AI-ranked shortlist of providers. We're not talking about some bolted-on chatbot here. This is real AI driving the entire workflow.
Which brings us to Section 3, Smart Payment Routing Operations.
So you've onboarded a merchant in record time. Awesome. Now keeping them requires absolutely flawless transactional reliability. Enter our smart routing engine. This dynamically optimizes your real-time authorization rates and latency. It seamlessly handles local Malaysian rails, like MIR_DoItNow, right alongside your complex cross-border flows, and it does it with absolute precision. If a primary provider drops, for whatever reason, the system instantly executes multi-provider failovers in literally milliseconds. The transaction still goes through, and your merchant never even notices a hiccup.
And we are putting the control directly into the hands of your operational teams. We empower them to configure dynamic routing thresholds based on specific currencies or card types. They can easily run A/B routing tests to analyze performance and automatically set up fallback providers right from the admin UI. And honestly, the best part? Doing all of this requires absolutely zero code deployment. None. It's completely no-code rule configuration.
Performance is great, but we need security. Let's look at Section 4. Real-time risk and compliance.
Exactly. High performance at scale absolutely must be matched by ironclad governance. We don't mess around here. This uncompromising philosophy is literally built right into the core of our system. While our AI is busy accelerating the good actors, it is instantly catching the bad ones. High-risk cases that trigger our automated screening immediately halt the process. They simply cannot be bypassed. Compliance escalation is a hard gate by design, and that fail-closed approach guarantees absolute regulatory adherence for you, our partners.
We are taking that manual back-office vulnerability and replacing it with robust, automated governance. Forget about isolated CRM data and reactive reviews. PayQuanta gives you proactive, multi-provider KYB orchestration, full AML and sanction screening, and daily automated portfolio sweeps so you never miss a document expiry. Plus, inside the highly secure merchant back office, your privileged users can safely manage custom entity blacklists using strict, step-up multi-factor authentication controls. It is proactive protection 24/7.
Moving right along to Section 5, White Label API Integration.
Now, all of this technological superiority we've been talking about, it's only an advantage if you can actually deploy it rapidly to your network. We know perfectly well that regional PSPs do not want to build this massive infrastructure from scratch. So through our open APIs, our partners can launch a fully branded, tenant-aware, AI-native merchant portal in under 90 days. We're talking week 1, core portal shell, week 4, user management, week 8, maker-checker finance controls. By week 12, you are fully live. You get a production-ready, enterprise-grade platform from day one, and honestly, no competitor out there is offering this kind of extreme simplicity and speed to market.
Finally, let's tie it all together in Section 6, driving shared revenue growth.
At the end of the day, this entire explainer is about how we grow our businesses together. We operate on a highly defensible model that is centered entirely on shared prosperity. For our Malaysian PSP partners, we offer a white-label licensing model that actually provides an ongoing, recurring revenue share as we capture and scale merchant processing volume together. It includes your standard monthly SaaS licensing fees, plus annual renewals with AUM growth escalators. We are perfectly aligning our incentives directly with your success. When you grow, we grow.
So, I'll leave you with a bit of a challenge to evaluate your current trajectory. That $180 billion market we talked about is expanding fast, but legacy systems are holding your revenue back right now. Ask yourself, is your current infrastructure truly equipped to capture a definitive share of Malaysia's payment growth over the next 90 days? Are you prepared to capture your share, or is outdated infrastructure going to let your competitors win? We'd love for you to initiate this strategic partnership with PayQuanta today. Let's get your fully branded AI-native payment platform launched in the next 90 days. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.